I'm here with Panthers radio play-by-play voice, Doug Plagens. Busiest night of the year for you, so thank you so much for joining us. Do you feel that, do you have those feels again? I mean, last year we hadn't experienced it yet. We were just hoping they could win the Game 7, but now that we have, it's almost more of an anticipation this time here heading into Game 6, right?
So I would imagine the way I feel on a totally different level, maybe similar feelings to how the players are going about their day. You sense the electricity.
Yeah.
You know it's there. You know how special the night could be. You know the old phrase, for the first time in the series, the cup will be in the building tonight.
Yeah.
Game 6s are always elimination games, clinching games, closeout games for somebody. And in the case of the Panthers tonight, it's a chance to win a second straight Stanley Cup here tonight. So you feel that there is something special looming. That being said, and I think, like I said, I think a lot of the players have echoed this today. It seems like a very business as usual approach, going about your day the way that you'd go about any other day. And it's not just any other day, but that being said, this Panthers team looks like a really experienced team. They look like a team that has been down this road before, and they've been through the ups and downs of playoff runs these last couple of years. They've seen what it takes. They've seen what to expect in a game like this. They know there's an opponent over on the other side that certainly is never going to give you anything for free and will never go away quietly, so it is going to take a lot to close them out. But going back to what Matthew Tkachuk said when he spoke to the media yesterday, they're excited to give the fans here at Amerant Bank Arena the opportunity to see a game like this. So the Panthers would certainly love to close this thing out at home.
So you touched on two things there. They're clearly aware when they wake up this morning, like this could be one of the biggest days of my life, but they keep insisting that it's the same old, just like any other day. Sam Bennett said today. As far as the Oilers go, they've got a different feeling going on, and the Panthers love to take advantage of teams that are playing with desperation, just waiting for that one mistake. Are you expecting that cat and mouse game to be going on early and often tonight?
Well, I think if we look at the series, a few of the themes we've seen, the Panthers have had good starts.
Yeah.
And whether it's the fact that they've scored at least 2 goals in every first period in the series,
Is that a must tonight?
I think getting out early could be huge for either team, and I'm not breaking any ground saying that, but I think scoring the first one certainly has a lot of value to either team that can do it. But if you look at what the Panthers have been able to do in this series, scoring early, getting early leads, the amount of time the Panthers have led in the series compared to the amount of time that Edmonton has led in the series, there's a huge disparity there in the Panthers' favor. Yeah. And getting out to good starts hasn't just been scoring. You think back to instances where the Panthers' penalty kills come up big in the first period. You think back to Game 5, for example, maybe Edmonton's best scoring chance. Connor Brown, I think on the opening shift of the hockey game, Sergei Bobrovsky made a huge save. On the road in Edmonton, that goes in. Who knows how it changes the complexion of everything. So the Panthers up and down the lineup have been ready to go when the puck is dropped, and that has certainly been big, and it'll be huge here tonight against an Edmonton team that you figure is going to have that desperation meter cranked up.
Now, we don't want it, but even if this game were to go back to Edmonton, of course, you could still picture the Panthers pulling off a victory, but without that scenario, how big is tonight as far as the Panthers' legacy goes? 3 straight Stanley Cups. You don't want to be the team who's lost 2 of them for sure. A win tonight would really cement some stuff, wouldn't it?
Especially in the modern era. The Panthers I know there's still one huge box to check, and that's getting this last win. And you always hear the cliche, but I don't know if it's really cliche. I think it's pretty true. Anybody will tell you getting that 4th win in a 7-game series is the most difficult one to get. But in today's era, winning your conference, going to a final 3 straight years in any of the major sports, that's rarefied air. That is difficult to do. Winning back-to-back Stanley Cups, especially in the, since the Islanders dynasty of the early 1980s, it's, Edmonton had their runs back in the 80s, but since then, you've had instances of it, but it's not something that happens all the time. Winning back-to-back Cups puts you into pretty historic territory, and already getting to 3 straight Cup finals has put this Panthers team, especially in the modern era, into rarefied air. But a chance to really cement a legacy tonight for this Panthers team if they can win back-to-back Cups.
Yeah, we can start throwing around that word dynasty, I think, if they win tonight and they hoist the cup. Thank you so much. Can't wait to hear the call. Remember, always turn down the TV and sync up that radio, right?
Pause your TV at a whistle and then press play on your TV when you hear that same whistle on the radio, the app, online, wherever you hear it. Last year, that was greatness. This year, it's a chance to witness history.
And if you didn't hear his final call last year, that's the move you want to make. Listen to it on the radio. Thank you so much, Doug.
Thank you.